I believe that screenwriting is more like jazz than it is like other forms of writing. There's a very specific structure to films. It's not popular to say because people like to say, hey, there are no rules, and rules only stifle the creative process. But that's not true, because in jazz is all about improvisation, and yet there are very specific rules in place. There is a very specific structure that jazz is built on. And the creativity comes in the way that you navigate through those structures. The more that you understand the foundation of that structure, you can do a much better job of navigating through it and being able to tell your musical story. And screenwriting is the same way. The original question was, do you compromise when you're rewriting a scene? You're not compromising. You're trying to find a way to actually tell the story. In Blackest Darkness, we had a scene. It was a very important scene. We couldn't afford to do the scene as I'd written it. So we had to rewrite the scene. Since this world is completely surreal, let's contrast this scene with the rest of the movie. That's why we went with black and white. And we really wanted to shift the viewer to a new place. It's lighthearted and funny, but when you understand what they're talking about, it's absolutely terrifying. This was the way that we could tell the story. I'm not going to compromise my vision. I'm just going to tell this story in a different way. And some people have an issue with changing the pages, but as a hyphenate, as a writer and a producer, it is incumbent upon me not only to write a compelling story, but it's also incumbent upon me to provide the director with the means to which he or she can shoot the story that we want. If I circle around towards my jazz comment, the rhythm of the story is going forward. There's this thump, this rhythm, this feel, and this feels like, just for a minute, you're stepping outside that structure, you're stepping outside the chords, and creating this different type of tension. The way that I rewrote the scene made the movie better, because the other scene we could not shoot. So it doesn't even matter what the other scene was. What matters is it makes the movie work. So don't think about compromising yourself. Think about what can be done in the most compelling visual way possible. Because you're not serving your ego as a screenwriter, you are serving the film. And I think that's what writers should understand. Their job is to serve the project, not themselves.